Hyperdive Heroes is a podcast for grown-ups, with cursing, depicted violence, and unsettling descriptions. Viewer discretion is advised.
Gentlemen, it is I, your humble rabble-rouser and dungeon master, whatever you want to call me, Thomas Kirkendall, here to take you on another amazing adventure. Of course, joining me are my wonderful players and fellow tricksters, troublemakers, and vagabonds, who will be joining us on our continued adventure into this mystical kingdom of reverie, this amazing fantasy land that we have found ourselves in. So who would like to go next?
Hello, ladies and gentlethems. I am Alexander Kirkendall, and I will be playing the role of Robert Orion Bancroft, our resident, tired, and usually saltwater-covered young American man who sounds like a Brit.
We don't know why either. No, just kidding.
Yeah. I am Deja Rude. I play Chad Ryan, 2 first names. The high school quarterback that's got a chipper personality and got the riz for days.
Oh no! Oh no!
And I'm playing Sonny Sullivan Summers. My real name's Tristan Riley, but
no, you're just Sonny now.
He's completely taken over my
You're
mind.
deep in it.
My name is Sonny, and I play Tristan Riley.
That method acting class really took a hold of me.
He's always sunny in Philadelphia.
Copyright.
I'm the trash man.
But yeah, just a simple guy in a strange land who wants to get back home to his sweetheart. So that's me.
His lovely, lovely girlfriend, which I'm going to quiz you. What's her name?
Put it down in the comments.
Congratulations. Congratulations. You are now single again.
What's her name, Tristan?
Answer the question, my guy.
Hold on, it's here somewhere.
Hold on, let me just furiously scroll through backstory.
Quickly scrolling through notes.
I can't even remember if I actually put down a... Did I put down a name for my character's sister in his backstory? I think I did.
Y'all need to remember these things.
I know.
Still
I can't remember where I wrote mine down either.
I have them all. I didn't forget.
I don't know. She's some girl.
Lucy Loverton is her name.
Oh, wait, no, I've got it.
Okay, let me write that down.
I did
I forgot
not...
to click on bio and info.
I did
all my
not
information.
actually
Oh yeah, that's
name
where it is.
Robert's... Did not actually name Robert's sister, so we'll come back to that.
She has no name. She's an amorphous space.
Some blonde woman.
My non-Euclidean fourth dimensional little sister.
Oh god.
She exists outside of time and space.
Oh god.
She is both everywhere and nowhere. She exists everywhere and everywhere.
I don't want to open that can of worms.
Lisan al-Gaib.
Dune music plays. There's so many fabrics everywhere. Oh my god. There's so much sand and so many fabrics. I can't see.
There's sand in my ass crack. I thought the suit was airtight.
Shut the fuck up.
How the fuck did this happen?
Okay, well, I'm so sorry. We return to the Kingdom of Reverie to find what our unlikely heroes are to do next. Now, if I remember last time, you guys spoke with Princess Giselle one last time, and she gave each of you, I should say 2 of you, an item, because Chad, you unfortunately are unable to carry items.
Bitch, I can turn into a sword, so like
You are the item.
it's true. I am the loot.
Chad's like, hey, I'm the best loot you'll ever find. Winks at the camera.
Yeah, just pretty strong. So strong I actually be a shield.
Oh god.
You see someone who rolls need on loot and you think that of me? I am the loot.
I'm the one in the inventory. So
I am
all right.
the rare drop
I am the
loot.
one who drops.
Where are we dropping, boys? God, I hate it. Yeah, so you all got some cool items. Sonny, you got the bow of entangling from Princess Kjell,
Yeah.
which is a cool bow that doesn't give you any, I don't think, any like statistical bonuses, but
No.
it does allow you to entangle a group of enemies once per scene,
Yep.
which is pretty useful.
Ready to entangle some beasts in this forest here.
Oh, right. I get a free extra hero die.
You do. You have was it the Bard's Loot?
Yeah. I get a free extra
Yes.
hero die that I can only use to give to someone else.
Yeah, it also works as a like simple like weapon,
Yeah.
basically. So you could also use it to whack people and do not fear the loot breaking. It is a
I
magic
could,
loot.
or I could just use the halberd that I have.
Yeah, but you can also use the loot if push comes to shove. So it is available if you need to swing and bonk someone with it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's better for the memes to hit somebody with a friggin' guitar.
All right, so as you all exit the capital city, you make your way, I assume, kind of like west, kind of southwest towards the Greenwood, as shown on your map there.
Might as well
So-
follow the road.
Yep, so you guys exit off into the main road and begin to make your way down towards the Greenwood. As I said, the Kingdom of Revelry, or at least the area that surrounds the capital, the plains, is just this massive, sprawling, rolling green hills and fields. You can see farmhouses and barns and little pockets of civilization here and there as you stroll through.
Just
And
head
it's
due west. till
Yeah,
we hit
and
the
it's
coast.
it is a beautiful blue sky, clear out, sun is out, but it's not so hot that it's oppressive. It's that nice kind of like middle 70 where it's like just warm, that it's not like oppressive, but like
It's like
it's like kind of a nice
a
maybe
nice like 75 degrees with a bit of wind chill to keep it nice and cool.
like there's definitely some wind rolling through the
Sonny
plains
would
for
probably
sure,
take his
which is
foot down and, a nice balmy day. Oh, ain't this lovely?
and once again
Wait, you guys can feel temperature?
Robert puts his hat on because he is a pasty ass gamer boy who never leaves his room and will sunburn.
Wait, you can't
I don't think I
you
can.
can't feel the wind?
Chad, you can feel basic sensory things like the sun and the wind and you can feel all of that. But I would say that it feels, there's something off about it that isn't, like, you can't put into words. Like, you can feel it.
Like, it feels like it's almost like dampened almost.
It just feels like it's wrong in a way.
It's the
that you can't
incorrect wind.
quite vocalize. Like, it just doesn't feel right.
So this wind ain't right.
I guess a good way of describing it is
Weird.
that it feels like you're being affected by these environmental things, and you can feel them like everyone else, but they feel slightly like water doesn't feel as wet as it should. The wind, the breeze through you feels slightly dull.
Yeah.
Yeah, like everything feels like a little weaker or less tactile than it should be. You can feel it, but it just doesn't feel as real.
Immersive.
Yeah.
I'm immersion breaking. That's my character.
Yeah.
Like,
You
if
are
it was-
always immersion broken.
It would be really good haptic feedback for VR, except for the point that this isn't VR.
No, it ain't.
If it was VR, this would be awesome, but it's not, and that's the problem.
Yeah, unless it's like 3 body problem, then it's not awesome. Then it's just terrifying.
Well, yeah, but here you guys are walking along, and as I said before, this place is beautiful. It's just gorgeous. Like, it's the kind of place that you would see in like pictures and photographs, or like in a video game. Like, it's just this immaculately beautiful place, but it has that quality of fakeness to it, where it's like, yeah, it's beautiful, but it's like so beautiful that it's like a little unrealistic. It's like that uncanny valley level.
Reminds
Like
me of
pristine.
Switzerland. You know?
Never been.
I haven't either.
Never been to.
I
Just,
have.
you know, on
It was quite nice.
pictures. You've been to
Very scenic.
Switzerland?
Yes, I have. In fact,
Lucky.
I've been to Europe several times as my father went to visit his home.
Wow.
Wait, did you say your father winter? Like your dad's Santa?
What? No, I said my father went to visit his family.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. All right,
Yes.
cool, dude, cool. That makes
My
sense.
my father has family in England, and you know, well, once you're in England, it's pretty easy to travel to other parts of the EU, though it's not actually part of the EU anymore.
I'll have to take Lucy there one day. It looks so, romantic.
London's quite nice. I must
God,
say.
I miss her.
Is this your girlfriend?
Yep.
Nice.
My girlfriend who I
Nice.
definitely remembered this whole time.
Who I definitely remembered this entire time.
What? That's really really weird to say it like that.
You saying that does not instill confidence, my friend, I must say.
Are you guys on good terms currently?
Oh yeah, we're you know, just head over heels for each other.
I cock an eyebrow and shoot a look to Chad.
That sounds great.
It is.
Anyways, where are we headed? Which way are we going? You said due
I
west?
propose we just head due west until we hit the coast, and then we just head south.
Alright, sounds good, dude.
Well, I
I don't
suppose
see any roads on the map, so that's my only go. That's the only thing I can think to do.
Is there a road?
Yeah, there's like a big, like long road that two wagons could move past each other or move alongside on. So it's a big open road.
Have we seen any like you know, signposts yet, like indicating?
Yeah. You come to a fork in the road where there's a sign, and it points in two different directions. You assume because you guys were headed west, and the sign has on it. It says Snow Peaks one direction, the Greenwood the other. The Snow Peaks is up north, and the Greenwood is more towards the south, like the.
Can I
or
see
west,
the mountains
southwest.
from where we are?
Yeah, you can actually see in the distance massive sprawling peaks up to the north. Definitely snow-topped, and you know you'll have to go there eventually. They look pretty in severe winter, like it looks cold
Those
over there.
look like they could be from Switzerland too.
The sign pointing to the Greenwood has another sign, and it says Lumpy's Farm on the sign. And the sign that's pointed up towards the Snow Peak direction, there is a sign that says the Hallowed Inn.
And Lumpy's farm is like the same direction as the forest.
The Greenwood,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, perhaps we should stop at this farm on the way if it's not too far off the road.
I suppose we could give that a try.
I don't know if this world has night in it.
Well, considering that when we slept, we didn't, I'm going to assume that there is not a day-night cycle in this particular game.
I suppose we'll find out.
Maybe that, either that or maybe it's an accelerated one.
Yeah.
Oh, there's some games that are, you know,
Like-
it's like
like-
5 minutes go by and actually it's been a whole day and a whole night, and it's just very confusing
Right.
on how the world even survives with that.
Like maybe
That
if
makes no
we
sense.
hadn't gone to sleep and blipped into the next day, it would have been night, but we didn't experience it. Yeah, maybe. Okay, well,
Perhaps.
should we do our coast plan or should we take the road now that we see this sign here?
I suppose we should follow the road.
All
Just
right.
going off this because there's
Yeah.
no roads on the map.
Well, the map ain't
Yeah,
the
I think
territory, so my dad told me.
Roads sometimes feel like they're safer. Like there's a lot of games where if you go off the roads, you run into and have more interactions and battles, and then some games you stay on the road and it, you know, makes it so you don't have to interact as much with violence.
Like in a lot of
Don't go into the
MMOs.
tall grass. There's Daedra, you see.
Eventually, you come to another split in the road, except the road continues down to the west, obviously towards where the Greenwood would be. But there is another road that splits off, heads right to a large farm. You can see a large farm that has what looks to be a huge field of wheat and corn. You actually see a big barn, a big farmhouse, a 2-story farmhouse, and you can also see that the field of corn has like 20 scarecrows.
How much you guys want to bet that we're gonna have to kill exactly 20 scarecrows, and it's gonna be like a kill quest?
We have to repair 20 scarecrows to
It could be that
defend
too.
the farm from X amount of birds.
Well, just in case it's the former, and Sonny, he, takes off his bow off his back, just kind of is on the alert.
I don't think there's a need for that at the moment.
Well,
Now, granted, my halberd is here, but that's because I use it as a walking stick, and you can't exactly stow a halberd.
right. Well, I'm just gonna have my bow out, if you don't mind. You can go
Alright,
talk
suit
to him
yourself.
with your halberd if you want. Maybe you think the farmer will be more friendly to you, or maybe we should have Chad
Why not?
do
Let's
the
go.
talking.
I mean, if they acknowledge me.
Let's go a side questing
Yeah.
then.
All right.
Okay, you break off towards the farmhouse, I guess?
I
Yes.
suppose. Let's go.
Okay.
Go a side
so you guys-
questing.
You guys walk right to the front of the farmhouse door. You can hear kind of a voice inside humming, like kind of singing to itself. So it sounds like there's somebody inside.
All right.
I give a knock.
It's a very beautiful, like 2-story farmhouse. It's kind of got like a Lincoln log feel to it. It's kind of weird considering it's the middle of a field that has like a log cabin look. You're like a log cabin in the middle of a giant plains.
Would expect
It's-
a cob and thatch house, but
Yeah, it's a little weird in design, but you're like,
looks like somebody didn't study medieval architecture very well.
My guess is they probably ran out of money and they couldn't buy the assets, so they just grabbed some free ones off the Unity store.
Oh, yes, they ran out of money in a project like this, whatever the fuck this is.
you gotta cut corners, man. After a few minutes, the door swings open and you see a short, plump little man with a huge bulbous nose, big rosy cheeks. He's got a big straw farm hat, blue overalls, and like a red, like plaid shirt with like rolled up sleeves. He looks like quintessential farmer guy. Like he
Anime
looks
farmer
almost like
man.
he looks almost like a stock photo of a farmer guy.
I love that.
And he looks over at you and he goes, well, it's been some time since old Lumpy's had some guests here out at the farm.
Good day,
Hi,
Mr.
Lumpy.
Lumpy.
Well, howdy doody. My name's Lumpy Lincolnhall. Welcome to my farm.
It's a pretty nice farm you got. I see you got a lot of scarecrows. Do you really need that many scarecrows?
You can never have too many scarecrows.
Have we seen any actual crows or birds of any kind?
No.
Why so many scarecrows, though? Is there any particular
Why not?
He's
Fair
a
enough.
scarecrow enthusiast. All right, let's.
I just
Yeah.
love I just love my boys.
Are all the scarecrows
the exact same sprite?
No, they're all different. All of them have different outfits or hats or like little like bow ties or whatnot. They're all distinct from each other. Even from this distance, you can tell.
Okay, so he's a
You know, I
fashion
gotta-
designer, but only for scarecrows.
Sonny is like slowly putting his bow back on his back, and he says, "Now, Mr. Lumpy, do you have any trouble about anything that might need the work of heroes such as us?" And I gesture to my companions.
Well, hell, you are those famous adventurers I've been hearing all about. It's
We're
been spreading all
famous?
across Reverie ever since you guys got here.
That's us.
Well, ain't that a thing? Well, when they said we were gonna get one hero and then we got two, I was like, that's crazy.
You didn't hear about a
Indeed.
third one?
What?
You didn't hear about a third hero?
No, I don't think so. I heard just two.
I look at Chad.
I pat Chad on the shoulder.
Anyway, y'all looking for some work, boys?
Y'all are just treating me like an object, and I'm so upset about it.
I'd treat you different if I could, Chad.
It's okay. It was mostly a joke. I don't really give a shit.
Wait,
He says as a single tear runs
Mr.
down his
Lumpy,
cheek.
you really can't see him?
Well, seeing's believing is what I always say.
That's no. Okay.
Anyway, would you like a job?
He responded to Shad earlier.
What's what's this?
I touch him to see if I can get his menu to show up.
you tap him.
Yeah, I tap Lumpy.
Okay, roll me a d6.
6.
Tell me what you get. Oh my god, a 6 for real?
Yep.
Okay.
Rolling in hot today, apparently.
Okay, I'm gonna put a thing in the chat. I want you to read it.
NPC, a non-hero character, can interact with following terms: item, basic, weapons, armor, potions, scrolls. Does not have an inventory.
Yeah, that's what pops up for you.
It can interact with items. Interesting, because I am technically an item.
Well, he did respond to you earlier.
He did?
Yeah, he did. He responded to you directly.
Wow, my brain, I have got horrible memory.
It literally happened like 5 minutes ago.
I don't even smoke weed anymore. This is atrocious.
It's the ADHD brain.
Yeah.
It truly is. Welcome to my nightmare.
He looks at you and goes, well, you lads looking for some work out here? I got plenty of things to do.
Well, what's the work you got?
Suppose we could do a side quest or two.
Ooh, what's the work I got? Well, let me tell you something, sonny. You see that there wheat patch I got with all my corn and whatnot?
It's a hard to miss.
Is it a wheat patch or a
yeah.
corn patch?
Who knows?
Well, corn is just a generic term for grain. The actual term that most Americans recognize as corn, the grain is actually called maize.
Well, we got ourselves a nerd over here.
I certainly am.
Now, as you might imagine, a farmer's worth is his crop, and if I can't get a good harvest, I don't know how I'm gonna pay for the old farm. And you see, I've been having problems recently. Somebody has been coming by and stealing my crops.
Any idea who?
Not a clue.
Right.
The only thing I can't figure out is how they keep getting away with it. I got all my boys out there. How do they keep sneaking by?
Because they're scarecrows. They don't have conscience.
I know. I got 20 of them too.
Yeah, that's because they keep birds out of your crops. What they don't do is keep people out of your crops.
Al, that's your first mistake.
What? Do they come to life and kill people?
They're my boys. They keep the farm safe.
I'm gonna walk over to the scarecrows. I'm gonna touch one.
Roll a d6.
I knock an arrow. Chad?
Roll a d6. Roll a d6 for
It's
me.
a 1.
Okay.
What happens?
Your hand clips into the side of it.
Oh, fuck,
Just
now I'm stuck in a scarecrow.
Gmod collision noises.
Yeah, you're usually half phase into the scarecrow.
I lower my bow.
Oh shit, you good?
Yeah, you just see Chad one arm stuck into the scarecrow now. Like it's up to your elbow, just in it.
I take back my statement. They could definitely keep people away from the crops.
Well, they can certainly keep you away. Well, they can't. They can certainly keep you there, it would seem.
Well, I don't know about me.
yeah.
I'm gonna go
I was
help
caught
him.
red-handed.
I'll go
I was
help
caught
him.
red-handed.
Okay.
Just gotta get close enough to me and I can just jump in your inventory.
Alright, I'm coming. Sonny, find out what work he has.
Yeah, I turn back to Lumpy while they're doing that, and so what exactly is the nature of this job?
Well, for some reason, someone's been coming by and stealing various produce. My cabbages, my pumpkins, my lettuce, all sorts of crops that I got here. Carrots, you name it. Something's been coming by and digging them up and snatching them away, and my boys haven't done a damn thing about
The
it.
boys?
My boy, as he gestures to the scarecrows
right,
again.
of course. Well, do you have any indication as to what's doing this? Any signs or anything?
By the way, Robert, you tap Chad, and obviously it pops up for you to put the item in your inventory.
I put him in my inventory.
All right, when Chad disappears, so does the scarecrow.
Oh no!
Chad, you are now in the inventory space with your arm in a scarecrow, just hovering there.
I look over at the farmer to see if I'm gonna get some kind of stealing.
Lumpy
event.
looks over and goes, "Oh no! They took one of my boys! How did this happen?
Shit! Hold on.
No!"
I leave the
Uh-oh,
inventory and I try and put it back where it went.
Yeah, Sonny looks over and is like, it must be some kind of mistake. Please, don't take offense.
I don't know what you're talking about. Been here the whole time. Been here the whole time. You saw nothing.
When you reappear, the scarecrow goes, "Ah!" and just screams.
No! Hold on.
He's alive!
What's happening to me?
Holy!
Oh my god, you are alive.
Where did I
You
go?
I don't know. My arm's inside a living person. I'm very concerned right now.
I'm a scarecrow.
I'm a human.
Oh, my name's Jeffrey.
Hello, Jeffrey.
Hi, Jeffrey, I'm Chad. I'm sorry we had to meet on these terms. I feel very sorry
Why
about
is
this.
your forearm in my pelvis?
I don't know.
How do we fix this? Hold
Buy
on,
a
hold
guy
on.
a drink first.
Can I roll to try and get my arm unstuck?
Yeah, plus D6.
I mean, you got yourself into that. Hopefully you can get yourself out.
Okay.
Yeah, comes out. The scarecrow then lands on its feet because it was kind of elevated up into the air because you had your arm in its stomach, and it kind of drops to the ground and goes, "Oh, thank God! Oh, that was a nightmare." Oh,
Terribly sorry.
I was
sir.
just watching the field, and then everything went dark.
Did I just rob somebody of their sentience for a second?
I don't know. Everything went dark. I couldn't move, perceive, move. Oh God.
So, Mr. Lumpy, you've got sentient scarecrows, huh?
I sure do. Them's be my boys.
Did you make them? Are you like a...
I sure did. I'm a wizard.
Oh, wow. That's pretty neat.
I'm a farm wizard.
Cool.
Farm wizard. Love it. So, what did you say the scarecrow's name was again?
Lumpy Lingenhall.
No, the scarecrow's Jeffrey, right?
Oh, yes, Jeffrey.
Jeffrey.
So Jeffrey, I was
Yes.
wondering if
Oh,
you've seen who's been stealing the crops.
hold on 1 minute. He climbs up onto the wooden pole and, moves alongside of it, slaps his arms along the side of it, and sinks down. He goes, "Oh, okay. What was your question?"
I feel slightly uncomfortable now. Anyways, I was wondering if you have seen who has been stealing the crops.
For description, Jeffrey is wearing also a set of overalls, but he has kind of like a top hat and kind of like a button-up shirt under the overalls. You're like, oh, that's not a combo. And he also has
That's certainly a look.
it's certainly a look. And he also has tap shoes on.
Ah.
A choice.
He looks down and goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, what was the question? I was getting situated."
Yeah, I was wondering if you've seen who has been taking the crops, or if you've seen anything about the crops disappearing. Any kind of leads to where we could.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm typically over by the farm side. Everything that was taken is further, to the fence, on the other side of the field. So, away from where I am, I'm closer to the house. So
Okay, so he wants you guys to protect crops that are on the other side of the farm.
Well, that's
away from
not
where you guys
my job. I protect this part of the farm. You want to talk to the guys at the other end of the field.
Okay.
All right.
That sounds good.
Well, you could always ask my boys and look around for any clues. If you need anything else, though, Lumpy's here to help. I'll just be inside my cabin.
Real quick, Lumpy. What's exactly in it for us if we do this for you?
Oh, an excellent question. Well, I just happened to come across this bag of magic beans when I was at the market recently. So You find out what's going on there with this here crop stealing, and you can have yourself a bag of magic beans. How's that sound?
Magic beans. Dear Lord.
Please God, tell me that they make platforms that fly around if we patch them, if we plant them in the right places. That would be great.
With these magic
I'm afraid I'm not very wealthy. I don't have a lot of gold to give around, but I hope these beans can suffice.
What exactly do those
bits?
beans do? Can you tell me?
No, I mean like solid gold, like gold bars. Isn't that what people take as currency?
I'm afraid that's not been our experience.
I've been doing it wrong for so long. Is that why I'm in debt?
From what I understand, most people trade in bits.
If you've just been giving straight up gold to people and not getting bits in return.
No, I've been using gold bars to buy crops.
That's not okay.
Well, now hold
Sorry,
on,
sir,
because
you have been swindled.
They've been
What?
selling him crops for gold.
I'm afraid your AI ain't very good, Mr. Lumpy. Should we do it?
Well,
I suppose we don't really have a reason not to.
let's go interrogate some scarecrows.
All right.
Let's go.
Oh, and let them know that Jeffrey's always thinking about him. They don't really talk to me that much.
Well,
sorry,
considering
Jeffrey.
you don't move by choice, you could just
Yeah, it's kind of a self-inflicted thing,
you
isn't
could
it?
just go talk to them.
What?
You could just get up,
Oh.
go talk to them for a little bit, and then come back.
That's crazy talk.
Well, you just
I mean,
so you just get off your cross there, and you walk across to the other side of the field, and you go talk to them for a little bit.
Social
And then when you're
anxiety
done,
is, you know,
come back and
overcomable.
you put yourself back up.
Oh, I can't do that. I'm not on break.
When is your break?
Ever.
I see. Right. Well,
Gotta make sure I keep that quota up.
what is your
I'm
quota?
liking this area less and
As
less.
Sunny begins to walk toward the
I feel like these, as we walk away, I just go, I feel like these scarecrows should unionize.
Yeah, as Sunny's walking along toward the fence, he mutters kind of under his breath, I hope Lucy's thinking about me. And he just keeps walking.
Well, I mean,
As he's walking
So-
away, I'm walking slightly behind him with Chad, and I just lean over to Chad and I go, is it just me or is he starting to sound a bit like an NPC?
I think he's
We're-
just got a lot of thoughts going on in there, man.
I
don't know what
suppose,
they
but
are, but
we've been gone maybe like 6 hours?
As you
Yeah.
guys approach the end of the field, you see two scarecrows that are sort of nearest to the fence. One of them also has a pair of overalls, and they have what appears to be like a little paperboy cap, and rolled up sleeves, and kind of like a flannel shirt, and big work boots. More traditional looking scarecrow, and with a big happy face on it, and kind of like its face is kind of made of cloth and whatnot, but it's got like big little dimples drawn onto it and kind of big eyes. It's very pleasant looking. It's kind of cute actually. And the other scarecrow is a gaunt cloak wearing thing with like, it's kind of like wrapped around its pole, and the pole has a scythe blade at the top of it. It looks like an actual Grim Reaper almost. And it has like a bag that is drawn like to be like a skull, so it just looks like this
But here's
haunting
it's not like
visage
a
of
cartoon
death.
skull. It's like a hyper photorealistic skull for
Yes.
no good fucking reason.
Yep, it's like super realistic.
grim.
You're convinced it might actually be a real skull, but you're not sure.
Yeah, it's this very gaunt Grim Reaper-esque scarecrow next to this very cute, normal-looking scarecrow.
oh my god, are they twins?
Hello,
I'll try
Are they twins with different personalities?
Oh,
hello,
no.
you two.
Can either of you tell us what's been going on with the missing crops?
You see the scarecrow, that's the more cute-looking one, look over and goes, "Oh, well, how there, strangers?" And when they talk, you hear a kind of a very sweet. It sounds like more like a woman's voice. It's very sweet and genteel. It sounds very friendly, and she just goes, "Oh, howdy, strangers. How may I help you?" I should probably introduce myself. Given the circumstances, we don't get a lot of strangers here. My name's Alice.
Hello, Alice.
Hi, Alice.
Sent by Lumpy to investigate the crop disappearance.
Oh, yeah, that's been happening. We've been trying to keep an eye out, but I haven't seen a whole lot. I often get very distracted. I get a little scatterbrained sometimes, always thinking about the world out there and not the farm. But it's just lots of fancy. You might want to talk to my friend here. He's actually been here one of the longer amounts of times. I'm actually the newest one here. Lumpy put me out here to have an extra person to keep watch out at the fence. So I'm actually brand new. So
Gotcha.
I just.
Well, who is your friend here?
Still learning it. Oh, this is my longtime friend. His name is Mortis.
Mortis?
Hello, Mortis.
First name Rigger?
Oh, that's funny. Hear the scarecrow say? That's funny.
I'm glad you think so.
Good day, Mortis, my good fellow. Do you happen to have any answers for our query here?
The gaunt, grim reaper-ass scarecrow turns ahead towards you,
A little creepy.
and it goes, "Well, I haven't seen a whole lot, if I'm being honest. They've got the hood over my face, and it's hard to see it in the night because it blocks my view. I can only see half as well in the day."
Do you need a sip
Alright,
of something?
That
So-
makes sense.
I'm gonna step over to him.
Throat sounds scratchy.
Oh,
I guess I can try and interact with his hood so that way he can actually see.
you gonna reach up and touch it? Uh-oh. Roll me a d6. We keep doing this.
6!
Yeah, and the hood. When you tap it, what is your intention? What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to get it away from his face so that way he can actually see. Because he said it was, twisted up and around his face so he couldn't actually, see what's going on. So I'm trying to give him field of vision.
You see the hood begins to morph and bend back and up and kind of repositions itself into a new hood that's actually kind of up around him and not over his face. Kind of changing its makeup, but it kind of morphs. And you hear Alice go, "Well, I didn't know you had a wizard with you. Well, that's just neat."
Yeah. I'm
In a manner of speaking.
It's dope.
Oh, I can see now. Praise be.
Praise be to who?
Yeah, actually, you know what? You can call me the Wizard.
I'm not
Oh,
calling
the
you that.
wizard. What
Yeah.
is your name, great wizard?
My name's Chad Ryan. Wizard
Chad
Master.
Ryan, the wizard master. Yes, I will tell
Oh,
many of your
God,
travels.
what have you done?
Amazing
Robert shakes
to know
his
that
head.
there's such a powerful
Yeah.
spellcaster in this age.
Yeah, one of my favorite spells is Skibbity Toilet.
Oh,
Skibbity
God,
toilet.
why?
Okay.
What ancient magic is this?
Why
You have
must
to.
you, Chad?
That's for you to find out.
Chad. All right, enough of this Coco Melon nonsense.
So you haven't seen anything either. Does that mean...
Well, actually, now that you pointed out, there was something.
Okay.
It was last night. I was sitting here telling Alice about all the, parts about being a scarecrow in Lumpy's farm, when all of a sudden I saw out of the corner of my eye, couldn't see it that great because I had a hood half over my face, but I saw what seemed to be a bunch of small little somethings moving past through the fence, into the garden, digging up some crops, and then skedaddling out of there. I was gonna yell for help, but then I started talking and I accidentally swallowed a bit of my hood and I started choking and I passed out.
So this was at night?
You can eat things? You have an esophagus?
I don't know.
You breathe?
I think so. I mean, how else am I alive, right?
I look at both of you.
This becomes more disturbing
I say,
by the second.
After a pause, you hear him say, "I am alive, right?"
Well, you're certainly animated, but
are
you biological or animated by magic?
I don't think you want to touch that one, buddy.
The lore inconsistencies are
think-
piling up.
Alice goes, think about the birds, Mortis. Think about the birds, and he goes, "Yeah, the birds. Birds. And he kind of looks off. The birds.
Birds. I look up again to check if there's any birds around.
No.
Right.
There are no
So then I
birds.
look at the two of you, Rob and Chad, and I say, if he saw some at night, it looks like this world does have a day-night cycle.
I open my menu
the sun
and see
changed
if I can
positions?
find like a Skyrim wait cycle.
Like a time
What?
wave. Type.
Yeah,
No,
Bethesda.
It's like an Elden Ring sundial.
Oh my gosh.
yeah, no, you do not see one.
Okay, well, we don't have a wait cycle. I sure hope it's not like a Solid Gear the 5th, where you have to just smoke weed for 6 hours to pass the time.
Sonny says, I think we should check the field for signs of ripped up plants, and then plan B could be to wait for nightfall and wait for those creatures to return.
Just as a reminder, Tristan, Sunny does have Trail Finder.
Yes, so I would very much like to go and I say, yeah, I'm gonna check out the field if you don't mind. You can come with me if you want. And yeah, I'll go over and inspect the field.
Yeah, you walk over, and it's very quick. After walking through the field, you find a bunch of spots where the earth has been disturbed recently, where like various root vegetables have been unearthed and removed. And following what some of the fallen dirt across the grass and the ground from the little garden patches that are like kind of on the backside of the house by the fence, you eventually come to a spot in the fence where there is kind of like an opening in some of the underbrush. And as you peek down and get onto all fours and look through it, it looks like a little tunnel in the grass. The grass has been sort of folded over into like an oval shape, and you can see it goes back far, and there's kind of like the light kind of coming in, but it's very shadow, but it looks like a little tunnel that goes into the field and off towards what looks like a small patch of forest near the farm.
So there are little critters hiding in the tall grass. I knew it. It's like Pokemon. And
Can I examine it to see, like, what are these? Are these, like, perhaps are they, like, humanoid tracks? Are they, like, some sort of, perhaps a small bird or burrowing rodent of some kind?
bunnies, maybe?
I would say the two of you can make me a roll.
Sure.
I'm
I
gonna
have a
give.
boon, right?
I'm gonna give you a boon, yeah, because you're like a tracker ranger.
Yeah.
So both of you give me d6
Okay.
roll or like kind of a roll for like a tracking or like a nature type roll. But Sonny's gonna get a boon. 3.
One. I will give Sunny. Is a 3 gonna succeed?
No, that's
Or is,
sorry, that's
I-
a 2.
I can give you karma.
Right, okay. Sure, I'll take it if you want to hand it out.
I'll give you a karma point.
Sweet.
And
bumps you to a 3, right?
and I failed a roll, so I gain a karma point. Haha.
Hey, look at that!
Because I have what? Victory and failure. Gain 2 karma for every failed roll. My mistake. So I'm up to 4
So
now.
you-
yourself short there, bud.
Yeah.
You have
Nice.
a net gain of karma.
So
Nice.
the more
Yeah.
I fuck up, the more powerful I can make the entire team.
All right, so Robert, I think you crouch down and you have no idea what this is, but I think you spot some more intact tracks, which you kind of direct Sunny
Yeah.
towards. You're like, hey, maybe look at these ones. And Sunny, when you look down and look at them, they look like kind of like 3-toed, like these little like 3-toed prints where you've got 2 front-facing things
Yeah.
and then one thing in the back.
That looks
But they're like dots.
Almost
pretty
reptilian?
bird-like.
Or bird-like, yeah.
It's kind of bird or reptilian, yeah. It's kind of bird-like.
Okay.
Little avian in nature. Because a tunnel like this, it kind of reminds me of like what, grouse or quail in
But
in the
do-
tall grasses of meadows and
Do
prairies.
quail rip up veggies, though? You think they would just be kind of pecked
Not
apart?
to my knowledge, but we're also in
No,
a
they're
fantasy.
tiny.
We're
Yeah.
also in a fantasy world, so who fucking knows,
Right?
really?
Who knows?
The mega quail. Giga quail.
The
Giant
giga
grass. Giga quail.
You see one of the scarecrows, Alice, look over and go, "What'd you guys find?"
Some tracks.
Brax,
Oh, that's cool. What kind of tracks?
why don't you come look?
Oh, I can't. I have to stay on the
Right.
pole, but I always
Well,
like.
You're literally
you
not
know, when
leaving.
something new happens, I
You're not abandoning your post. You're not leaving the area.
I
You
shouldn't.
sure you don't
I
want to
got
come
a
off
job
that
to.
pole?
It's just a quick look. You're not leaving the area. You're just examining and
Don't you get a bit stiff up
investigating.
there?
I mean, but like it's my job,
Well,
so I mean, like, but you
To come off the pole and investigate would be to do your job. Just saying.
You know you want to. I wink at him.
she like goes like in thought for a
I
moment.
can't believe I'm trying to
Um,
convince a scarecrow to commit scarecrow crimes right now.
Well, I gotta
she's
say,
got-
a lot of them got a stick in their ass.
her face, it's like it's kind of like a bag, like, but it's drawn in a way where it's almost like a clown with like a big red mouth with like little dimples and these big cute swirly eyes. It almost looks kind of like a clown with makeup in a sense. A very human actually. You'd be a little freaked out if she didn't have such a pleasant disposition. It kind of makes it work. And when she talks, just for specifics, she does articulate. Her face does move and have expressions. She definitely seems to be the most. She seems like more humanoid than all the others.
Yeah, she's also the newest.
Mm-hmm.
So, Robert's gonna sort of stand up and step off to the side and look like he's continuing to investigate, but he's gonna pull out his book of ideas, flip to an empty page, and just write down, is Lumpy turning people into scarecrows? Question mark, exclamation point. Like, what the fuck is going on here?
You did say he's a farm wizard, so it's entirely possible.
But then again, I don't say any of this out loud. I'm just scribbling in my note.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, I would say, Sonny, make me a roll because you're the one who like wink. Come on down.
Yeah. A 4.
Okay, 4. I think after like she goes, well, I shouldn't. I mean, like, but like, and then she like slides off the pole onto the ground and like does like this over exaggerated like sneak like motions
God,
as she
I
like
love it.
Rats.
Pink Panthers across the field over to where you
Don't
guys
worry.
are.
A little cheeky saunter.
Everyone's bad
Yeah, she's like,
sometimes.
Doo-doo.
And what did we get her name? I don't remember.
Alice,
that's
yeah,
right.
Alice.
I look at Alice and I say, so Alice, would you like to accompany us into the forest as we look for these little critters?
Now that she's off the pole and she's like up next to you guys, she's got like, as I said, like overall, she's got a nice little shirt with like it actually has like a little bow tie, and she's got like the makeup, the drawn on like the bag that's very articulate that kind of moves, and she's got like a little paperboy cap, and her shoes, her boots actually have big like fronts to them. She's got a very clownish kind of aura and design to her,
The clown
and her
crow.
nose is even. Her nose is even kind of like a big red dot, like a big red nose almost.
Nice.
It's the best version of a scare clown.
Yeah, she is a scare clown.
Nice.
She leans over with one hand on her chin, like in a thoughtful, thick pose, like and like turns her mouth up to one side and like a puffed out cheek, like a like in thought as she looks at the tracks. She looks back up and she snaps her fingers and does like a finger guns over towards Robert, and she says, "I don't know what those are."
What?
We have to protect her at all costs.
You know, you've been on that pole for quite a long time, I imagine. Do you want to stretch those straw legs of yours and come with us?
Watch us just, over the course of this adventure, just adopt like 14 NPCs and just force Thomas to play
no!
all of them consistently.
Oh, he would love that. Come on.
she looks over and she's just like, well, I really shouldn't. I mean, I could come off the pole and give the tracks all a look. This is really cool. I gotta admit, this is the coolest thing I've ever done. But I probably should get back. I don't want to get in trouble.
You sure?
I don't want to get in trouble. I gotta stay on my pole.
It might be your own
scarecrow
chance.
business,
So what I just want to ask, what would happen to you if you didn't do scarecrow things?
Well, I mean, I've only know what Mortis tells me because that's how he is. He's a rambler. You don't know it because he's often wistfully looking off into the middle distance, but he's a rambler. And he's told me that other scarecrows have tried to like go and do their own thing, and You see, the magic is centered on the farm, so if they wander too far from the farm, they no longer have the magic and they'd cease to be ambulatory, among other things. So he said that, some of them have tried to leave, but if you go too far from the farm, you can't do much after that.
Okay, so it spells certain death for you and anybody that leaves the farm. So, okay. We won't...
I mean, I don't like to look at it that grimly. I just think of it as like, we turn off and then we can be turned back on again, but we can't be too far from the farm.
Right.
So that's probably why...
So has he gone to retrieve the scarecrows that have left and fallen over?
Oh, yeah, every time. Although he usually takes them back in the house and then we get a different scarecrow. I never know why he doesn't put up the old ones after they fall over.
I think maybe we should investigate Mr. Lumpy.
I assume it's just something with the magic. That's probably fine.
Right.
Yeah. Let's go find those birds first.
Let's find the bird. Yeah, let's do that, and then...
Well, be safe out there. I'm going to be up on a pole, but I'll keep an eye out for you guys, all right?
Well, now your friend Mortis can as well, now that he can see.
I see a whole world in front of me.
I can see clearly now. My hood is gone.
It's beautiful.
You two have a good shift. A good never-ending one.
Well, we always do. You're not wrong. It never ends.
We will be back.
Sounds good. I look forward to it. Good luck out there. And she kind of scrambles back to her pole and hops back up onto it.
All right.
I look at both of you and I'm like, we're liberating these scarecrows, right? We're gonna liberate these scarecrows.
I'm not entirely convinced. As we exit earshot, I sort of keep looking at my book and then I just snap it shut and go, I'm not entirely convinced these scarecrows didn't used to be people.
Oh.
That upsets me greatly.
Now that you mention
as well.
I think that
there's always one way to check.
Possible.
You could always tap one of them and see what comes up.
Chad?
I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna walk back. Alice, can I ask you one more thing?
We must at the very least
Sure
liberate the
can.
clown.
And then I just tap her.
Roll me a d6.
A 1.
A 1.
A 1 or a 6, dude.
I am going to give you 2, or I'll give you 3 karma.
I mean, I could burn karma as well.
All right.
You could also give Chad one of your hero die. You have a hero die.
Oh, we can give those out. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
You have your one hero die you can
one
throw
as
out to
well.
Are you going to spend any resources, Daedra?
Chad, I'll just give you my hero die.
I mean, how many karma would I have to burn? I have 6 karma, so...
I think you can only use your hero die on yourself.
I have a special item
Unless
that
you have
gives
a special
me...
ability that allows you to do it to somebody else.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
Just like how you can only spend your karma on yourself, but I'm a special boy.
I'm a special boy.
Yes, because I'm playing the Scald that can both use my karma to buff other people's rolls and reduce the rolls of the rabble rouser.
Right.
So I would need to, because I rolled a 1, I would need to burn a hero die to make this roll work, or is that how that works?
Because that's it's kind of a hard fail.
All right, I'm gonna burn my hero die for this one.
A 1 again.
It's okay, we can come
God
back to
damn.
it. He's gonna
A 1 again.
He's gonna get stuck in another scarecrow, I swear to God.
What happened?
This is I mean, just wow.
This is the story of a girl stuck her hand in a scarecrow and drowned the whole world.
I am entirely convinced that we are going to go to the mountains and Chad is going to have a scrat from Ice Age moment and
actually, Chad,
accidentally cause an apocalyptic scenario and split a mountain.
You
in
should
half.
gain you should gain 2 karma for 2 failed rolls.
I don't have that aspect.
You always
inclination.
gain karma from a failed roll. I gain 2 karma from failed rolls.
Oh, okay. Now I'm at 8 karma.
If you had 5 or 6 karma already, you could have spent 5 of it to replenish your hero die, and you could roll a 3rd time and see if you could get it. You could spend 5 karma to replenish your hero die,
and you try again.
3 times the charm.
Let's do this.
3rd time's the charm.
If you roll a 1 again, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna actually cry.
4. Okay, that's better. That's a little better.
Okay.
Jesus.
All right. when you tap her, this is the term that pops up.
Non-hero character can interact with the following terms: item, basic, weapons, armors, potions, and scrolls. Does not have an inventory. Okay, so they're effectively an NPC currently.
She is.
Yeah.
What was the... Oh, we didn't get to check the other scarecrow. You just failed that and converged with them. She's standing next
So
to...
when I did, it broke the magic.
She's standing next to the oldest scarecrow.
I'm gonna go touch the oldest scarecrow. Let's go do this.
I'll let the success carry over. I won't make
Okay.
the roll again. So you tap
Cool.
that one, and this is what pops up. Read that.
Item. Special items that are unique and have special properties. Abilities vary.
Now I can't... I'm kind of out of earshot, and I can't see what the menus say. Actually, I don't know if I can even see Chad's menus when they pop up. But anyway.
No, you cannot. Only Chad can see.
Only I can see them.
So I'm sort of
say,
like standing over the fence out of earshot, just sort of looking.
I pat Alice on the shoulder and I say, "Hold on, hang tight. We'll be back for you."
I mean, I'll be here. I don't know how much more help I can offer, but I'll be here.
Yeah, you were plenty of help. I just want to say thank you and.
Thank you.
We'll be back. You're doing a great job.
Oh, well, thanks. I don't want to let Lumpy down. I want to do my best.
All right. I walk back to the party and I'm like, he's definitely turning people into scarecrows.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I did the thing where I can tap stuff and I can see like their properties. The oldest scarecrow was an item. She was an NPC.
What? Are you sure?
So,
Well,
yes, I am sure.
Isn't that just queer?
Good God. That guy's a freak.
Yeah, I think we should liberate the scarecrow.
Well, at the very least, we can liberate her. I don't know how far gone the others.
I think we should go after
They're
Lumpy.
even considered NPCs still.
Yeah.
Well, in either case,
So
Lumpy needs to be put down.
we may potentially be able to get more information if we go talk to whoever's stealing the crops.
Okay, we could still go find them out first before we deal
That's
with
what
Lumpy.
I'm saying. We go find them, we talk to them, and we see what their side of the situation.
But I'm kind of a mind to
fine
just
with
go in there and, defeat that creepy farmer and take his beans.
Now, what if
Here's the
what if
problem.
Lumpy stole the farm and they're just taking their own crops back?
That is quite possible. The other possibility with just going and defeating Lumpy is that could undo the magic and potentially kill any NPCs who are still alive. We have to undo the magic first. We cannot simply just defeat him. I doubt it works that cleanly. At least that's not how I would design the game. But then again, I am generally considered a terrible person by my
I didn't
base
think of that, Rob.
for some of the terrible things that I have done.
As you all glance back over your shoulders at the house, you notice that every single scarecrow in the field is looking towards you guys.
Okay,
I
let's
really
go.
do not like all of these crucified straw men.
Yeah.
There's no way they didn't see anything. There's no way. They have to know.
Okay.
Right, well,
Let's get the
suppose
hell
we'll
out
follow
of here.
the tracks. You lead the way, Sonny.
Don't need to tell me twice. And I start following the tracks like a bloodhound.
I was wondering if Robert, if you needed do you need a shield?
Not at present. But I'll let you know.
All right.
And with that, all of you head away from the farm, following Sunny and the trail into the small patch of woods that exists on a hill not far from the farm itself.